Hello YouTube, this is Adeep. Hope you're all doing great and welcome back to my channel. Today's vlog is about the Tata Altroz Dark Edition, and before going further into the video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, those who did not yet. So coming back to the vlog, the Tata Altroz Dark Edition gets two engine options and both of them are petrol. It gets either a 1.2 litre 3-cylinder Revotron petrol engine or a 1.2 litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine. While the naturally aspirated petrol engine produces 85 bhp of power and 113 Nm of torque, the turbo petrol engine produces a healthy 108 bhp of power and 140 Nm of torque, and both of them are paired to a 5-speed manual transmission gearbox. In fact, none of the variants in Altroz get an automatic transmission option, and the Dark Edition will only be available in the top trims. In terms of dimensions, it is 3.99 meters in length, 1.75 meters in width, 1.52 meters in height, with a wheelbase of 2.5 meters and a curb weight of around a ton. Coming to safety, it gets the following features: 2 airbags, ABS with EBD, seatbelt warning, centrally mounted fuel tank, automatic headlamps, corner stability control, speed sensing auto door lock, reverse parking camera with adaptive guidelines, voice alerts, key lockout protection, IRA connected car tech, reverse parking sensors, high speed alert, ISOFIX child seat mounts, and impact sensing auto door unlock. So these are some of the key safety features, and in fact the Altroz is the first car to get 5-star safety rating in the hatchback segment. The Tata Altroz Dark Edition retails at an ex-showroom price of Rs 8.7 lakhs for the non-turbo variant and Rs 9.35 lakhs for the turbo petrol variant. The Dark Editions are costlier by 26,000 compared to the respective standard variants. And Tata offers 2 years or 75,000 kilometers of warranty as standard with the Altroz, and it can be further extended up to another 3 years or unlimited kilometers by paying a premium. So as you can see, the car looks very beautiful in the dark avatar and most of the parts have been blackened out. And coming to the headlight unit, it gets dual chamber projector headlamps which are halogens. And down here you get a fog lamp along with an LED DRL. Dark Edition badge right there, finished in chrome. And it gets 16-inch dual tone laser cut alloy wheels. And the tire size happens to be 185 by 60 R16. It gets disc brakes at the front and drum brakes at the rear. The turn indicator is placed right there. No puddle lamps on the outside rear view mirror. And moving to the rear, this is how the car looks. It looks very beautiful from the rear too. On the lower half of the bumper you get a stop light and reflectors with reverse parking sensors. The camera is placed over here and Altroz written right there in dark as well. And the ground clearance happens to be 165 millimeters. And on the top you get a high mount stop lamp, rear defogger with rear wiper, and it gets an electromagnetic boot release, and the boot carrying capacity happens to be 345 liters, and there is a light placed on the left, and there is some storage space for the toolkit on the right. And under here you get a spare wheel, which is a full size spare wheel and is not an alloy. This is the rear parcel shelf, and pulling this reclines the front seats in 60:40 split ratio. And now let's move inside to the rear seats. The door handles are placed over here on the C-pillar, and the doors open at 90 degrees. Yes, it is even the first in segment to open 90 degrees. And the door pockets can also accommodate 1 litre water bottle. Door handles are also finished in dark. And the rear bench can accommodate 3 adults, and it also gets adjustable headrest for the rear passengers, and the floor is almost flat at the rear. And moving in is not at all an issue. The legroom and knee room are actually great, even though the front seat is completely pulled behind. Headroom is also not an issue, and under thigh support is also great. In the middle you get two AC vents for the rear passengers and a 12-volt power outlet below it. And you also get a center armrest for the rear passengers. There is a handle along with a hook placed right there. Same on the other side as well. And moving to the driver's seat, it gets a request sensor on the driver's door. And the front door pocket can also accommodate 1 liter water bottles. And these are the power window controls. The driver's side window gets one touch up or down. And these are the outside rear view mirror controls, and they retract as well. Manual height and recline adjust for the driver's seat. Proper dead pedal placed right there. And this is to open the hood of the vehicle. And under the hood is Tata's naturally aspirated 3-cylinder 1.2 liter Revotron BS6 engine, which produces a peak power of 84 bhp and a maximum torque of 130 Nm, and it is paired to a 5-speed manual transmission. This engine returns a mileage of around 18 km per liter on highway and 14 km per liter in the city from its 37 liters fuel tank. Insulation sheet right there, although being a petrol. And moving back in, it gets a leather wrapped flat bottom steering wheel with gloss black finishing, and on the left you get the audio controls, and on the right you get cruise and MID controls. This is the floating instrument cluster, which we'll come to in a bit. Altroz written right there. And down here you get a single zone automatic climate control, and these are the controls for the air conditioning system. You also get a USB charging port and a 12-volt power outlet and some storage space below it. This is the manual gear lever, and this is the reverse parking camera of the vehicle, and it gets guidelines. This is the eco mode button, and this is how the key of the vehicle looks. It gets keyless entry with remote boot release and headlamp on function. There is some storage space under the front armrest. And the front seats are also quite comfortable to be in. The dashboard is finished in gloss black as well, and this is to release the glove box. And the glove box size happens to be 15 liters, and it is a cool glove box with illumination as well. And it also gets mood lighting, and there is a hook placed right there. No auto dimming inside rear view mirror, and coming to the instrument cluster, it is a partly digital and partly analog unit. So as soon as you turn on the ignition, it does a full swipe up like this along with an animation. It is a 4-inch TFT LCD unit, and on the right it shows some telltale lights and the speedometer. And on the digital part of the screen it shows the tachometer, fuel level, engine temperature meter, drive mode, and in the MID it shows instantaneous fuel consumption, average fuel consumption, twin trip meters, outside temperature, power and torque graphs, real-time fuel consumption, and some settings to customize like the illumination, clock, etc. It also shows distance to empty, clock, and the gear position. And coming to the audio system, it is a 7-inch floating infotainment system with 4 speakers and 2 tweeters from Harman, and the audio quality is quite decent considering the price point of the vehicle. It gets FM, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and Bluetooth connectivity. It also gets built-in navigation, and you can also customize the themes of the infotainment system. You also get voice commands for the phone media and climate control. It can also play videos when the car is parked, and you can also turn on or off the DRL right from here. And in fact, it also reads out your WhatsApp and text messages out. So this is the reverse parking camera of the vehicle, gets guidelines, and they are adaptive as well. And down here you get some switches. This is for the front fog lamp and this is for the rear fog lamp, and this is the auto start or stop button, and this is the push button start. And on the top front you get an LED cabin light, and there is some storage space for your sunglasses. Passenger side visor gets a mirror. No mirror on the driver side visor.